Last class we studied about the PERT and CPM introduction and how it is developed, history about that PERT and CPM, and what are the different phases in the PERT and CPM like planning, scheduling, controlling, and also some of the terminologies: network, activities, predecessor, successor, concurrent, and dummy activities, and events, merge events, bust event, merge and bust events, and there were the common errors committed in the network construction. All those things we studied. Today's class, let us study about the Fulkerson's rule for numbering events, activity oriented on node diagram, activity on activity diagrams, critical path method to find the expected completion time of projects, and floats. Labeling. For the network representations, it is necessary that various nodes will be properly labeled. For that, Fulkerson's rule is there for numbering the events in network. Numbering sequence of all the events in network diagram should follow a set of rules as proposed by Dr. Fulkerson. A standard procedure called the IJ rule is developed by Dr. Fulkerson, is most commonly used for this purpose. What are the rule? Step 1. Event number should be unique. A start event is the one which has arrows emerging from it but none entering it. Find the start event and number it as unity. A start event is the one which has arrows emerging from it but none entering it. Find the start event and number it as unity. Step 2. Delete all arrows emerging from all numbered events. This will create at least one new start event out of preceding events. Events should be numbered in a sequence from left to right. Step 3. Numbering all starts events 2, 3, so on. No definite rule is necessary, but numbering from top to bottom may be advised. Top to bottom. Initial event which has no other incoming event is numbered as 1. Event should be numbered in a sequence from left to right. Event number should be unique. Go on repeating steps 2 and 3 until the end is reached. Delete all the arrows emerging from all numbered events. This will create at least one new start event. Number all the new start 2, 3, 4 and so on until the last activity is reached. Head of an arrowhead should always have a higher number and the one assigned to the tail of the row. We can observe here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, top to bottom, 9 to 10. So the last event. So the activities, dummy activity. Activity on arrow. The nodes in activity on arrow approach represents the events, unlike activities, consumes neither resource or time. Activity on arrow approach represents the events, unlike the activities, consumes neither resource nor time. In activity on arrow diagram, the arrow represents activities and they show sequence in which certain activity must be performed. Activity on arrow network can be referred to in either two ways. One is by their end points, example 1 to 2, and other by a letter assigned in arrow, example activity A. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 6, 7. Activity on arrow. Activity on node diagram. The nodes in activity on arrow approach represents the events, unlike activities consumes neither resource or time. In activity on arrow diagram, the arrow represents activities and they show sequence in which certain activity must be performed. Activities in AOA network can be referred to in either two ways. One is by their end point, example 1 to 2, and other by a letter assigned in arrow, example activity A. Activity on arrow diagram. Now let us see activity on node. In activity node diagram, the arrow shows only sequence in which the activities must be performed, while node represents the activities. Activities in A1 network are referred by a letter or a number assigned by a node. Note that AON network has starting node S, which is not an activity but is added in order to have a single starting node. Although these two approaches slightly different, they both show sequential relationship. Start A, B, C, D. The node will represent the activities in represented by a letter, and activities must be performed in only sequence in the activity must be performed, while node represents the activities. In case of nodes in AOA approach represents the events, unlike activities consumes neither resource. Arrow represents the activity here. Activity on arrow, activity on a node. Activity on node means node represents the activity. Active arrow means activity. Arrow represents the activity. The time estimates and critical path in network analysis. Once network of a project is constructed, the time analysis of the network becomes essential for planning various activities of the projects. Once any project is constructed, the time analysis of the network becomes very essential for planning various activities of projects. The main objective of the time analysis is to prepare a planning schedule of a project. The planning schedule include the following factors: total completion of the project, earliest time when each activity can start, total completion of the project, earliest time when each activity can start, latest time when each activity can be started without delaying the total project. Total completion, earliest time when each activity can start, latest time when each activity can be started without delaying the total projects. Float for each activity. The amount of time by which the completion of an activity can be delayed. The amount of the time by which the completion of an activity can be delayed without delaying the total project completion. It is called as a float for each activity. We can start the work late but it should be completed on the same time it should be completed. Amount of time by which the activity can be delayed without delaying the total project completion. Identification of the critical activities in critical path. Critical activities should be identified in critical path. Basic scheduling computations. We shall use following notations for basic scheduling of the computation. IJ, activity IJ with tail event I and the head event is J. TE, earliest occurrence time of event I or EI. TL, latest allowable occurrence time for event J or LJ. DIJ, estimated completion of time of activity IJ. DIJ, estimated completion of time of activity IJ. DIJ, earliest starting time of the activity ESIJ, earliest starting time of activity. LSIJ, latest starting time of activity IJ. LSIJ, latest finishing time of the activity IJ. LFIJ means latest finishing time. TE or EI, earliest occurrence time. Latest allowable occurrence time TL. Estimated completion time DIJ. ES means earliest starting time. EF means earliest finishing time. Latest starting time and latest finishing time. These are all some of the computations what you have to do. Forward pass computations for earliest event times. In this computation, earlier start and finish time for activity IJ are given. Computations begins from start node and move towards end node. Step 1. For easiness, start event is taken as 0 for the initial project time. For easiness, start event is taken as 0. Step 2. Step 1 is computations begins from start node and move towards end node. For easiness, start event is taken as 0 for the initial projected time. Step 2, earliest starting time of activity IJ is the earlier time of tail end event. Second, earliest finish time of activity IJ, earliest start time plus activity time. ESIJ plus DIJ, nothing but EI plus DIJ, earliest finishing time of activity. Step 2 is earliest starting time of activity IJ is the earliest time of a tail end event. Earliest finish time of activity IJ is the earliest start time plus activity time DIJ. Earliest finish time of activity can be calculated by earliest starting time of activity plus activity time DIJ. Step 3. Earliest event time or event J is the maximum of the earliest finish time of all activities ending to that event. Backward pass computation. In this computation, latest time events are taken. Step 1. For ending event, assume E is equal to L. Step 2. Latest finish time of activity J is equal to finishing time IJ is equal to Li. Latest step 3, latest starting time of an activity ij is equal to latest completion time of ij minus activity time. ls of ij is equal to lf ij minus dij or li minus dij. Step 4, latest event time is the minimum latest start time of all activities originated from that event. Latest event time is the minimum of latest start time of all activities originated from that event. Determination of floats and slack times. There are mainly 3 kinds of floats are given. First one is total float. The amount of time by which the completion of an activity could be delayed beyond the earliest expected completion time without affecting the overall project duration time. Amount of time by which the completion of an activity could be delayed beyond the earliest expected completion time without affecting the overall project duration means total float is equal to latest start, earliest start of ij activity we can calculate. Or total float refers to the amount of time by which the completion of activity could be delayed beyond the earliest expected without delaying the total project duration. In other words, total float refers to the difference between the maximum time available and the actual time required to perform any activity. For each activity network, total float can be found by the relation total float is equal to latest start time minus earliest start time or latest finish time minus earliest finish time. Both are same. Free float. Free float is the amount of the time by which the completion of an activity can be delayed beyond the earliest finishing time without affecting the earliest starting time of a succeeding activity. In other words, it refers to that portion of the positive total float that can be used by an activity without delaying any succeeding activity. The time by which the completion of an activity can be delayed beyond the earliest finish time without affecting the earliest start of the subsequent activity. Free float can be counted by the relationship total float minus head slack, or head slack is equal to earliest starting time or LFT, latest finishing time at the head node. Total float minus head slack, or EFI minus earliest finishing time or earliest EJ minus EI, say total float minus DIJ is a free float. Independent float. Independent float refers to the amount of time by which the start of an activity can be delayed without affecting the earliest starting time of an immediately succeeding activities, assuming that preceding activity has finished at its latest finishing time. In other words, it refers to the excess of minimum available time over the required activity duration. Therefore, independent float B obtained by the relationship amount of time by which the start activity startup activity can be delayed without affecting the earlier start time of any succeeding activity. Without affecting the earlier start time of any succeeding activity, assuming that preceding activity finished at its latest time. That is called as a independent float. Ej minus Li minus Dij, or a negative, if it is comes, independent is always taken as 0. Event slacks. For any event, given event slack is defined as the difference between the latest event and the earliest events. It is called as the event slacks. Head event slack means Lj minus Ei. Tail event slack means Li minus Ei. All floats can be represented by head and tail event slacks. Total floats Lj is equal to minus Ei Dij. Free float Ej minus Ei minus Dij, or Lj minus Emg minus Lj minus Ej. Total float minus head event slack. Independent float is equal to Ej minus Li Dij, or Ej Ei Dij minus Li Ei. Free float minus tail event slack. These are the procedures to calculate the total float, free float and independent float. These are the main factors what should be considered. Determination of the critical path, critical event. If the difference between the slack events are 0 slack times, then such a event is called critical point. Critical path means an activity is said to be critical if a delay in the start will cause a further delay in the completion date of the entire project. In other words, critical activities are those activities which control the minimum possible duration within which a project is expected to be completed. It is also that activity for which the value of the total float is 0. In fact, when total float is 0, all other float values are also 0. Critical event is said to be critical if there is no slack time available. If slack time at a node is 0, in other words, an event is said to be critical. Earliest starting time and latest finishing time both are equal at any given time. It is called as a critical event. In other words, latest finishing time and earliest starting time both are equal. Critical activity. Activity with 0 total floats are called as critical activities. Already I told you. Critical activity. Critical path. The sequence of critical activities means where slack time at a node is 0. Such type of activity, sequence of critical activities in a network are called as critical path. Critical path is the longest time in a network from start event to the end event, which defines minimum time required for completion of a project. It is the longest time in a network from start event to end event, which defines minimum time required for completion of the project. It defines the minimum time required for completion of the project. If any delay happens in a critical path, then project duration will be delayed. Any delay happens in a critical path, then project duration will be delayed. Hence, it is important to concentrate on critical path. Any delay happens in the critical path, then project duration will be delayed. Therefore, it is very, very important to concentrate on the critical path. Critical paths are denoted by a double darker lines. Main features. The variation in actual performance from the expected activity duration time will be completely reflected in one-to-one fashion in anticipated completion of whole project. The variation in actual performance from the expected activity duration time will be completely reflected in one-to-one fashion in anticipated completion of the whole project. If the project has to be shortened, then some of the activities out that path must also be shortened. The application of additional resources on other activities will not give the desired results unless that critical path is shortened. These are the main features of the critical path. Project has to be shortened. Then some of the activities out that the path must also be shortened. The application of additional resources on the other activities will not give desired results unless that critical path is shortened. Now let us see how to solve a problem. A project scheduled has the following characteristics. Activity 1 to 2, time is given, and also up to 1 4, 1 7, 2 3, 3 6, 4 5, 5 6, 7 8, 6 9, 8 9. Draw the network diagram and find the critical path. Compute the earliest start and finish time, latest start and finish time, and total float for each activity. Determine the project duration. This is one of the problem. Let us solve it. Network diagram. How to draw the network diagram? Let us see now. One to 2. Time is 2. Then 1 to 4. One to 2, 1 to 4, and 1 to 7. The three activities will starting from point 1, 2, 4 and 7. And times also given 2, 2 and 1. From 2, activity 3 is there. Successor to 2, 3 is there. Successor to 3, 6 will come. Successor to 4, 5 will come. Successor to 5, 6 will come. Therefore, 3 also 6 will come, 5 also 6 will come, and 3 and 5 will joined or merged with the 6th element. Then 4 to 8 it will come. 7 to 8 also it will come. This will be merging there. 7 to 8, 6, 4 to 8. Then 8 to 9, 6 to 9. It completes the total network diagram what we can see. First point is you have to calculate earliest starting time and latest finishing time, all those things. For that you make a table. Here activities are there, durations are there. Start event 1 to 2, start event 0, finishing event is 2, duration is 2, latest start time is earliest is 0, earliest finishing time is 2. Here also 0, 2, starting from 1, 0, 1. then we can calculate two earliest starting time and finishing time we can calculate like that. 2 to 3 is 4 is there, duration is 4, therefore already 2 is there, 2 is having 2 event, then 4 is equal to 6. 3 to 6, 3 already 4 plus 2, 6 is there, 3 to 6, 6 is there, therefore when you add it, it becomes 7. 4 to 5, 5, therefore 5 plus 2, start time is 2 is there already, 2 plus 5 it is 7. Similarly 4 to 5, 4 to 8, already 2 is there plus 8 joined, therefore 10. Next 5 to 6, after 5 already 4 is there, 7 is there plus 4 activity time, therefore 11. 5 to 6 is 11, 6th point. 6 to 9, already 11 is there plus 3, 14. 7 to 8, 7 to 8 already 1 is there plus 7 to 8 already 1 is there, 3, therefore 4. 4 is there, 3 plus 1, 4 is there. Three plus 1, 3, 1 is already start time is there, therefore 4 will get. 8 to 9, 8 to 9, already 5 is there, duration activity 5, and 10 is the already it is early starting time is 10 is there, therefore 10 plus 5, 15, here 12 plus 3 is also 6 to 9 is 11 is there, 6 to 9, earliest start time 11, 3 it is 14, 11, 3, 14. 7 to 8, 3 plus 1, 4, 8 to 9, 5 is there, already it is 10, 5 it is 10, 2 plus 8, 10, therefore 10 plus 5 it is 15, finish time is 15. Now latest start time will start from this 15, first one 8 to 9 activity 15, 15, 0, start time 10 and 0. Next 7 to 8, 15 minus 5. Therefore, latest start time is 7. Now you see, while calculating the earliest start time, you take, whenever the two actives are merging at a point, you take which one is maximum. For example, we can see at the node 8, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. But you have considered 10 as the earliest starting time at point 8, node 8. We can see that. Okay. Similarly, at 6th node, you can observe 1 to 2, 2, 2 to 3, 4, 6, 6 plus 1, it is 7. And if you go through like this, 1 to 4, 2, 4 to 5, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 4, 11. We have taken 11 is also there, 7 also there, but you have considered maximum one, therefore 11 we can consider. Finally, 11 plus 3 is equal to 11 plus 3 is equal to 14 here. And you see 9th, 8th, 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. But you have considered maximum 1. This is the procedure to calculate at the each node earliest starting times. Starting from 0, then all the active duration time you write it there. On all the arrow diagram, just write these points. Then you calculate from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. Whenever 2 points are merging each other, since 2 activities are merging, select the maximum one. Similarly, while calculating the latest finishing time, that also when 2 activities are bursting from the one, you consider minimum of that. For example, now here 15 minus 3, it is 12. Latest starting time for this. 15 minus 5, it is the 10. Come back. 12 minus 4, 8. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 at the event 4, you can see 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. But here 10 minus 8, 4 to 8 also, one more line is there. You can observe 10 minus 2 is equal to 2. But we have considered latest starting time is equal to 2. Because while coming back, latest finishing time calculation, when 2 activities are there, you consider minimum one. While going forward, you consider maximum one. And 4th event, you have considered instead of 3, 2. Similarly, 2 minus 2, it is 0. Obviously, we get it. Now you see 1 minus 1 also 0. Because 10 is there, 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. Okay, let us start time. But 7 minus 1 is equal to 6. 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. But you have considered 0 only, not 6. This is the main procedure. From this, it is clear that summary is that while calculation of the earliest start time, you consider whenever the 2 activities are merging each other, consider maximum one. While for the calculation of latest finishing time, you take minimum one when 2 activities are merging each other. Now let us see how to find out the critical path. Critical path is 1 3 5 7 8 9 10 and 1 3 5 7 8 10. These are the two critical paths we can observe. 1 1 2 3 6 9 or 1 4 E 1 4 8 10. Critical path means what? Where slack is 0. Earliest starting time, latest finish time, both should be equal. In this case, you can see one event, number 1 node 0, number 4 it is 0, number 8 it is 0, number 9 it is 0. Therefore, in this problem, critical path project duration is 1, 4, 8 and 9. 1, 4, 8, 9. Project duration is 25 weeks. Sorry. 2, 8, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. Narrow diagram. What you have to calculate? Compute the earliest start and finish time, latest start and finish time, and total float for each activity. Determine the project duration. The critical path is, find the critical path, and here the value is 1, 4 and 8, 9 is the critical path. Now let us see one more problem. A project has the following time schedule. Activity 1 to 2, 1 3, 2 4, 3 4, 3 5, 3 4 9, 5 6, 5 7. Draw the network diagram and find the critical path. Compute the latest, earliest start time, finish time, latest start time and time. Determine the project duration. Here also you just calculate node 1 0 0 0 4. You see the 2, node 2 4, 4 plus 1 it is 5, 2 to 4, 4 3, 5 plus 1 it is 6, but starting time you can see which one is a maximum. S is equal to 1 it is there, 1 2 3, 3 to 5, 1 activity 1 is there at the start time, 5 plus 5 10 is there. Let us see now how it goes. 1 plus 6 it is 7, 7 plus 8 it is 15, 15 plus 2 17, plus 1 18, but 18 will be considered. This 5 plus 5 10 will not be considered. But one more event is a sixth event, 6 to 8 and 5 to 6 it is 4, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 1 is equal to 12, 6 to 8 it is 1. Actually 11 plus 1 12, but here already it is 15 to 2 and 4 to 3, 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is 1 actually. 3 to 4 is 1. 3 to 4 is 1. 3 to 4 is 1. 1 plus 1 2. But here 4 plus 1 5 will be considered 3 to 4. The direction should be changed here. Now let us see here 3 to 4. The arrow direction should be changed here. Small mistake is there. Just you note down this mistake. 3 to 4. Well, now 2 points are merging each other at 4. 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Here 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. But here 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Then 5 will be considered. Not 1 plus 1, 2 will not be considered. And also 5 plus 5 is equal to, we can consider 9. Here 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 it will come. But at 9 one more line will come, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. Here 1 plus 6, 3 to 5 it is 6, 7. 7 plus 8, 15, 15 plus 2, 17, 17 plus 1, 8. 8 will be considered because maximum one is 18. It will be considered. From 18 plus 7, 25. Here 17 plus 8, that also 25. Therefore, earliest start time is 25. While coming back, you consider LS is also 25. Last finishing time. 25 minus 8, it is 17. 17 minus 2, it is 15. 15 minus 8, it is 7. 7 minus 6, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. And similarly, all other points we consider which one is the minimum value will be considered when the two activities are merging. Finally, we can calculate all the durations, early start time and finish time, start time, finish time, total float. Yes, we can see that 12 minus finishing time and early starting time we can consider. It is 12 minus 8, 4. Finishing time. Therefore, 4, 1 minus 1, 0, 13 minus 5, 8. Where the 0 is there, it is a critical activity path. We can calculate. All the calculation is done and we can calculate when the slack time is 0. This is called as the critical path. Determine the early start and the late start in respect of all node points and identify critical path for the following network. Now you can see here early start and the late start in respect of all node points and identify the critical path for the following network. Now, all activities are given 1 to 2, 2 to 8, all those things. Finally, we can calculate zero, 9, 9 plus 7, 16, 16 plus 5, 21, 21 plus 15, 37. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 1 plus 0 plus 8, 8, 8 plus 16 plus 8, 24. But we can see in this case 10 plus 18, 18, 18 plus 7. 5 to 7, 7 is there, therefore 25 will come because maximum 1. 25 plus 12 is equal to 37, it has come. Similarly, coming back also, 37 minus 13, 24. 24 minus 6, 18. 18 minus 8, 10. And 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. Now we can find out the critical path where the slack is, both are equal. There is no float. Okay, slack is 0. 37, 37, 24, 24, 18, 18. Okay, and 25, 25, 10 by 10, 0. This will show the critical path where the slack time is 0. Now, normal time, earliest time, start time, finish time, latest time, start time, finish time, 1 to 4. All the activities we have calculated. From the table, the critical nodes are 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 10, and 8 to 10. From the table, there are two possible critical paths are there. One is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. One more is 1, 2, 5, 7, 10. Two critical paths are there. We can calculate two critical paths are there. We can observe that two critical paths 1, 2, 5, 8, 10. One more is 1, 2, 5, 7, 10. Find the critical path and calculate the slack time for the following network. Same thing, same activities, we can calculate it. Here time critical is 1, 3, 5 and 9. Here we will get the slack time is equal to 0. All other points, for example, we can observe here 1, 3, 5 and 15. Here also 0, 0 to 2, 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. Similarly, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 1, it is 7. But we can observe here 1 to 2, 0, 2, 2 plus 5, it is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. But we consider at the 8th point, two activities are merging, maximum we consider. Therefore, E8 is equal to, the earliest starting time is equal to 11. 11 plus 3 is equal to 14 here. But we consider 10 plus 5. Fifth event we can say 15. Here 15, here 14 is there. Which one is maximum? This one. 15 can be considered, 14 will not be considered. Therefore, 15 can be considered. That is also most important thing we should know. 2, 8, 10, 10 plus 5, 15 and this will be considered. Therefore, the critical path method we can show that 1, 3, 5, 9 is the our critical path where float is 0 or there is no slack is not there. Find the critical path method. This is the this is one of the example to find out the critical path, to find out the earliest time calculation and latest time calculation and your float times we can calculate it. How the float times we calculated? Float times, already we know that there are three types of float times are there. Total float, earliest latest finishing time by earliest finishing time, free float, total finishing time by head slack, interference float, total float minus free float, independent float, free float minus tail slack. Okay, these things can be calculated and critical path also will be calculated. These are the main events. What will be this type of problems normally they will ask in the exam also, how to find the critical activities and critical path activities. Mainly you should know the summary of this. At the end of this one is critical path is 1 where slack is 0, first one, while calculation of the earliest times you see that whenever two activities are merging each other, you consider maximum time which activity will take. Similarly, while calculation of the float times, latest finishing times, you consider always latest finishing time always comes when two activities are merging each other. You consider only the latest finishing time is coming. You consider only the minimum points, minimum values. Then only you calculate the slack times and you calculate it. These are the main types of problems what they will ask in the exam. project durations and activities, and network diagrams. These are the main things. The critical path method analysis, the objective of this analysis networks by the critical path method is to primarily estimate the total project duration. This can be done by identifying all the critical events along the network which become a part of the critical path. The critical events are identified by calculating the various starting and finishing times to all activities involved in the project. All this helps to check the actual progress against the scheduled duration of the project. By this method we can do the analysis of the networks, and this method is called as critical path method. Next class, let us see the one more topic. It is called as the project evaluation and review technique. The PERT is the other method where we can consider the probabilities. Here with calculation we can do that. Project evaluation review techniques is one more method of network analysis which is employed when activity times are uncertain, unlike CPM where the duration of all activities are assumed to be certain. In PERT, all analysis activity times are uncertain. In CPM, all the critical path method, all the time duration is whatever the things we will consider, this will be assumed to be certain. In other words, certain projects may be made of activities which may have never been attempted before, R&D project, and therefore their durations are uncertain and probabilistic. Such cases where activities are non-deterministic in nature, PERT is employed. That PERT activity durations are represented by a probability distribution. About that we can study in the next class. And my dear students, this chapter is very easily we can score the marks by studying such type of problems whatever I given in the example. In addition to that, some assignment questions also will be given. Please work out that problem and submit it, and we will get you yourself do the network diagrams properly as per the rules what I have told you. Activity on arrow or activity on node. In case of node itself is considered as activity. In arrow diagram, arrow itself is considered as a activity. These are the main things you should know. This considers, by seeing this A1 and A1 AOA method, we can calculate the critical path methods as I explained earlier. Network diagram, first you draw. The variation in actual performance from the expected active duration time will be completely reflected in one-to-one fashion in anticipated completion of the whole project. If the project has to be shortened, then some of the activities out, that path must be shortened. The application of additional resources on other activities will not give the desired results unless that critical path is shortened. By seeing these examples, my dear students, we will get whatever the features I told about the critical path method. This is very, very important. These features, variation in the actual performance, we can calculate it, and sequence of the critical activities in network are called as the critical paths. Any delay happens in the critical path, then project duration will be delayed, and it is important to concentrate on the critical path. Critical paths are denoted by double darker lines. Always in the problem, you represent critical paths by a darker line, and is the longest time in a network from start event to the end event. It defines minimum time required for completion of a project. Thank you. This completes your critical math method problems.